Hi, Flosstube. It's your girl, Alexis, back for Flosstube number 4. Eventually I'm going to run out of fingers. I won't be able to do like Flosstube number 74. So right now we're on Flosstube number 4, and I still have no fingers for that. So I am coming to you guys from my craft room, like always, and I am here to talk about stitchy stuff. That's why I get on Flosstube. Talk about stitchy stuff. Well, let's just address the look in the room, and that's this wonderfully beautiful, gorgeously straight hair. I don't straighten my hair often. One, because I'm lazy. I do not do hair things well. Like, I am a wash it, brush it, put it in a bun, and if I'm feeling real sassy, put it in a ponytail. So once every 5 years, I straighten it, cut it, wear it down for like 4 days, get tired, and wash it and go back to curly. So right now everybody get to see this butterfly transformation that I go through once every 5 years. But yes, it'll probably only be like this for a few more days, and then I'll go back to my curly look. I was actually pretty shocked by how long it had gotten. Yeah, I haven't cut my hair in like 4 years. Maybe even 5. Yeah, maybe about 5 years. So I went to straighten it out, and I realized it was like down to my butt. And I was like, whoa, where did all this hair come from? Last I checked, I was half bald. But now I got hair, and I'm not sure where it came from. And I went to my friend yesterday, Jenny, and she trimmed off 3 inches for me, and it's still long. So we're just going to make it through until I get tired of it and wash it. But on a stitchy note, let's get to stitchy stuff. I have a finish. I was gonna wait for this finish, show everybody like my next floss tube, because this floss tube is a kind of a special floss tube. I'm gonna do a short floss tube update with like my whips and my finishes, and I got my first set of stitchy kindness. I've like never, no one ever like sends me anything, which is like fine, but I just like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what the word that I'm supposed to be looking for is. Like, I didn't ever expect anybody to like send me anything, right? So when I got my first bit of Stitchy Kindness, I was like beyond grateful, beyond shocked, beyond like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Oh my gosh. So, and then my really good best friend, my best friend Ruby, who is not a cross stitcher, but she crochets and she knits and stuff. And me and her, so it's like me, my sister, her, and her sister, we all grew up together. So we've been friends for like 20 plus years now. And Ruby had reached out and said, hey, you guys want to do Halloween boxes this year, or Halloween gift baskets, and we're going to exchange them between us. And we're like, yeah, let's totally do it. Well, I went to Ruby's house last night because I went out and got like, I felt like I was 21 again, right? A little recovery. That's why I'm doing my video so late. It's 5:30 Colorado time. I'm about to say Michigan time because my tablet's actually still on Michigan time. But anyway, Colorado time, it's 5:30-ish p.m. on Sunday. The 24th. It's 24th. And so I went out last night, and we went to her house afterwards, and we were having some wine, and she pulled out this basket right there, the little pink one right there. And I had a bunch of like Halloween inspired stuff. And inside, she gave me something very sweet that was cross stitch related. And I was like, what? This is amazing. So we'll get into that. Life update really quick. I don't really have much, just work. My mom was here all last week visiting from Michigan, and my little brother, and they just left on Saturday, really early in the morning. And it was a good visit. We went to the mountains, went out to eat. I took her to this really good place out here in Denver called Snooze. It's a pretty like trendy breakfast spot. What else? We went up to Boulder, Colorado. There's a like going up to Netherlands, which is like a mountain town, like really right up the like Flatirons from Boulder. It's a little town. It's really cute. There's some really cool like stories about Netherlands. You guys should Google. Everybody should Google Netherlands Dead Man Festival. There's a dead guy up there. It's frozen. Like cryo frozen. It's an interesting story. Anyway, Google Netherlands Dead Man Festival, and you can learn all about it. It's interesting. And so we went to Netherlands, and there's a little waterfall that like comes down right on the side of the mountain, and you can pull over and climb, like take the stairs up to the waterfalls. We did that, and then really I worked still because I couldn't get too much time off work. Man, I think that was really like the majority. My mom said she just really wanted to like come to Colorado, get a breath of fresh air, and sleep because she works a lot. So that's what she did, and they really enjoyed their time, and I enjoyed them. Oh, I'm bumping. Sorry. I enjoyed them, and then back home they went, and hopefully they'll be out soon again. I would love to see them hopefully next summer. My little brother's 11, so it'd be nice to have him here in the summer so we could do like summer things. It's getting too chilly for me to be out here hiking, and no, I'm good. So let's get into, what are we getting into first? I don't know what I want to get into first. Oh, finishes. Let's do Kitchen Kindness first because it's really small. So, like I said, my friend Ruby got me a little gift, and it's from, she ordered it on Etsy from Fairy Floss Stitchery. Oh, wow, it's bright. Can everybody see that? There we go. And yeah, just the business card that came with it, just in case anybody wants to check out their website. But she got me a needle minder. Because I always say my best friend Ruby's like my moon friend. Like she's kind of like, I don't know, moon, and like she likes plants and she likes the world, and I don't know. So anyway, she got me this really cute, like, okay, there you are, moon inspired needle minder. It's kind of hard to do this with a needle minder, especially when it's round. But it's like constellations and the moon and in the sky. It's actually kind of hard to do it with a round needle minder. I feel like I have to hold my wrist because it's kind of heavy. It's got a little weight to it. So I'm really excited about that. Thank you, Ruby. You're a doll, and you know I love you. Like to the moon and back. And then my next thing was from such a really just sweet. So my last video I was talking about one of my projects I was stitching is the it's a Blackbird Designs pattern, and it's called Away We Ride. And I was one skein short of Onyx by Gentle Arts, and I was one skein short of Garden Gate from Gentle Arts. And my dear friend Jody from, well, she's Jody, but that's her real name, but Trixie Tricycle, you guys all might know her on Flosstube and on Instagram. Like literally, she's a gem of a human. But she reached out and said that she had one skein of Onyx and one half, like a 3/4 of a skein of Garden Gate, and she was willing to send it to me. And I was like, I'm forever indebted. Forever indebted. So she sent that to me. I got it. I put it in my project, and now I feel confident in finishing. So thank you, Jody. Thank you, Trixie Tricycle. Trixie Tricycle. That's a tongue twister when you try to say it like as fast as I talk. So thank you so much. I am going to put those flosses to good use. You're a doll. You're a gem of a human, and I appreciate you. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to get into is a finish. I have one little small finish. I was going to save this finish for like my next video, but then I remember that Halloween is going to be over by the time I make another video, because I make my videos every 2 weeks. So I was like, oh, well, I might as well show it on this video. Make this really short, make my like floss tube update real short so we can get into, I have a kit parade for y'all. It's gonna be exciting. I was kind of like surprise you, but anyway, I have 30-ish kitted items to go over with you guys, with everybody. I have a pile here. You cannot see it off to the side, but we will go through them one by one, and I'll show you everything I spent my money on, because this is only about I want to say about 7 months worth of kitting. So it hasn't been a long time. Like I literally got my hands on Flosstube and got my hands on like spending and Instagram, and I like lost it. I was literally like buying every weekend, all weekend for weeks, and making project bags. There's some of these kits that I have not finished making project bags for. I'm still, well, there it is. We're still working on some project bags. Those are some fabrics that I'm still working with for some project bags for these, but I have a ton. So we have a kit parade and a small floss tube update. But let me show you my finish. That was kind of like off like kill turns. But anyway, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. Okay. So I was on Instagram, and I follow Puntini on Instagram. I love Puntini. She makes the like cutest little patterns, and she had posted this little freebie, right? Like a little tiny freebie. And I was like, oh, that's cute. I want to stitch that. So sorry, dog hair. I have 2 white dogs and a black cat freaking everywhere. So I was, I'm going to stitch that. So I printed off the PDF. I downloaded it, and I didn't have an Ada in this color, and I did not have an even weave in this color, or at least not like a scrap piece. Like I didn't want to cut off a fat quarter or anything. So I went into my bin of scraps, and I do have some linen that I have attempted to stitch on before, and I was like, oh heck no, this is not, no. So I would toss it in my, like, you know, scrap bin, saying like, thinking like maybe I'll get to it one day, or maybe I won't, or maybe I'll use it as like backing fabric for something. But I was like, okay, I have this tiny little piece. It looks like very similar to the color that she used when she posted it on her Instagram. And so I stitched it. And this is only my like second project on linen. This was such a cute stitch, but I am not a fan of linen. I mean, I'm trying to become a fan of linen. Like everybody who like stitches on linen, but I'm like, ooh, linen. But I felt very proud of myself that I finished it and I stitched it, and it's really cute. And then I made it into a little pillow with this little orange backing fabric. Sorry, I do have a lot of freaking pups. And then here on the back, so a little pillow. This time I did not let me say this. I I used my sewing machine to sew these 3 edges, and then I left it completely open, stuffed it, and then did another little like whip stitch along the bottom. Well, along the top, because I thought it was a bottom, but then I didn't realize it was the top. But I was like, whatever. And then I made these little pins myself. So I loved her pins, but I did not want to wait to order them from Etsy and take like, you know, because I think she's in Spain, I think. I'm not sure, but I know she's overseas. And I knew that if I ordered her pins that she was showing like in her on her post, that I would be like waiting for a few weeks. And I'm like, I want to have this pillow out now. I want it out for Halloween, and I'll probably leave this pillow out up until like I put up Christmas decorations, even though I know technically it's Halloween, and I leave my fall decorations up until like a week before Thanksgiving. I'll probably put my Christmas tree up early this year because I'm getting a new one and I want to put it up. Oh, hi, Marley. Come on up. Say hi. Come here. Oh my goodness. Say hi to Flosstube. That's Flosstube. No, you gotta look at the camera, girlfriend. Okay. All right. Okay. Hi to Marley. Hi to Marley. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. All right, baby. All right, honey. I'm making a floss tube, so I need you to go. But you want to say hi? That's Marley. This is Marley. Say hi to Flosstube, Marley. You gonna say hi? Okay. All right. Okay. So this is Marley while we got interrupted. Now, you guys, everybody's been asking me to meet my pups. Well, Milo's a little camera shy and kind of a jerk. Marley's a sweetheart and she loves people. So she decided to bust on in my craft room right now and give me love. But we rescued Marley about a year ago. And she'll be 1 year on November 30th, around that time. And she is a rescue from New Mexico. We rescued her from a puppy mill in New Mexico. Okay, mama. And she is, we're not sure what she is. Doctors think she's half, Marley gonna go? Thank you, honey. The doctors think she's half like shepherd mix and half like border collie mix, but we're not sure because she's got one blue eye, one brown eye. But she's little. She's only like maybe 40 pounds, 30 pounds, and she hasn't got much bigger, but she's a sweetheart. Her name is Marley, and that's my baby. It's my newest baby. I have I have another dog named Milo. Some of you guys have seen him. And then I have a cat named Sebastian. Oh, that's Milo. Right there. And then I have a gecko. Other than that. Okay. Back to my pins, because it's so really interrupted by dogs. So I make these little pins myself. So I have this little box of charms. Sorry. Let me get in here. And I had one on Amazon, and I was like, oh, I need charms for my bags. So I ordered all these charms, like a pack of 100, thinking they were like decent sized charms, but they were tiny, like when they came in, like tiny little charms. So I used them for my project bags, and I was like, well, these are a little too little for me to like use for project bags, so I'm going to just save them and find something to do with them. And then I saw that she had posted those charms, and I was like, you know what, I could probably make my own. I had a couple pumpkin ones in here. I knew I had a little black cat, so what I did was I have some wire cutters, and I just chopped off the like charm part and like sanded it down so it wouldn't like hurt anybody. And then oh crud, I don't know what my pens are, but like, you know, like pens you get from Walmart. I got the pens, and I just like glued them. They're like the flower ones, see, from Walmart, and I just hot glued them on the back. And if they were too big, like this one's a little tiny, I just trimmed off the turned the plastic part down until it fit without being able to see it from the front. And I just created my own pins because I thought Why not? Why not? Be crafty, girl. You're a crafty lady. So I made my own. Another little baby pillow. Me and my little pillows. All right, and of course, you guys, everyone knows I have a glass of wine, but I want to show you guys. I want to show right this glass. It's kind of hard to see, but it says, because my lighting is, I'm always in my craft room at the worst time, like the worst time. So it says, well, if I can get it there, well, I'll read it to you. Excuse my language ahead of time. So if you're offended by foul language, just like wait 10 seconds. Okay, so it says, bitch, please. I'm so fucking fabulous. I piss glitter and shit rainbows. It's facts, actually. Facts. Okay, so let's get into a few whips before we get into this, because we're only at 15 minutes and I have a lot of kitted things to show you. Okay, so I had a new start in the last 2 weeks. I started, oh, that's upside down. Okay, Two Pumpkins Bright by Hello from Liz Matthews. Super cute. I love this pattern. I got all the call for floss for it. So all classic color works except for one DMC, which is 310. Here's the color palette for it. And here's how much I have stitched. I think I started this like a week ago and I've gotten about that much done. And this is on a 32 count even weave in the color On Thin Ice by Live and Dye LA. She's a designer, a fabric dyer on Facebook, and I think she's on Instagram, but she does fabric sales on Friday nights. And I love this fabric. I use it on I was using it on another Hello from Liz Matthews. I bought a fat quarter and I used half for another pattern, and then I used had scrap left over, so I'm using it for this one. I think it was perfect, and I'm stitching it 2 over 2. So that's one whip. Not much progress, but I'm hoping to get a few more things started this week. I want to start my before Halloween. I want to start before Halloween starts. Before Halloween ends, or before Halloween gets here, I want to start Hoodoo Voodoo by the Primitive Needle, because I really want to start that for like, I've been starting basically a Halloween pattern every weekend since like beginning of October. So that's my one whip. My other whip, put this down here, is, I see you guys, everybody has seen this bag before, and this is my Cryptid Sal by the Witchy Stitcher, and I have made some good progress. I'm gonna take this off so for you guys, so you all can see this. Okay, so I'm not gonna take off the whole thing, but here's where I'm at on this. So I've got like a quarter of the border down here. I think I stopped right about there. I've been working my way down. I think the last time I showed this, I was finishing night crawlers, and I've done Jersey Devil, Enfield Horror, and I'm working on La Chupacabra now. And this is stitched on a an Aida, 20 count Aida by Fiber on a Whim called Affogato. But yeah, it's really cute. So I'm gonna finish this week, and I'm gonna get the next one is the Hopkins Goblin. My plan is to get that one finished this week too, because I know that we won't be getting another, I think we're getting one more on the 22nd, but we don't, oh yeah, we got one more on the 22nd, but we don't get one on the 29th. So it'll give me enough time to get this one caught up, number, what is it, 4, 5, 6, I think we're at number 7, to get the other, like, 2.5 done, and I'll be all caught up. So my goal is to stay as caught up as possible with this one, because I really enjoy this one. And it's actually not that, it's actually a pretty quick stitch. Like, you can get probably one of these done in a day or 2, if you have a good amount of stitchy time. So that's what I'm going to be working on this week, and then starting that other Halloween pattern. Okay, so I'm going to put this away. And then I think that's all the whips I had this week. Yeah, that's all the whips I had. Yeah, I had one finished, 2 whips, and I've been shopping, so I don't have any haul, because my order from 123 Stitch that has a bunch of stuff that I had ordered is delayed, so it won't be in for another week or so. So I'll have some haul in my next video. But let's get into this kit parade. Let's show everybody what I spend my dollars on. What catches my attention. I am an all over the place stitcher, so I know a lot of like stitchers tend to like gravitate towards one style, right? Like, so some people really like love samplers and only stitch samplers, and some people really like modern things and only stitch like modern things. Some people really like words and really prefer to stitch words. I am literally all over the place. When I say all over the place, I mean all over the place. Like, I could stitch cuss words, I could stitch a sampler, I could stitch a really old sampler. I can stitch, I don't know, dragons. I can stitch literally anything. So let's get into this kit parade because we're gonna be here a minute. All right, okay, so I have this one out already because I was working on this one today, but this, I have all the DMC for it, and it is called, it's the Moonlight Sampler by the Blue Flower. I kitted this one up finally. I don't have it in a project bag yet, like, well, a fancy one, because I'm still like getting them made. So I'll have this one in a project bag soon. But here it is. And you guys, everybody has seen this one. And then all the DMC. And then I have fabric for it. I kitted it up with, this is Memory, I think it's called, by Picture This Plus. And a 32 count Lugana. Yeah, Memory. Hold on, put this. Okay, let me show. Okay. So I didn't have the, well, I heard that the exact fabric to for this pattern is really hard to find. So I just went in my stash and pulled something that I had that was like in the same realm, and I found this piece. This piece I actually had gotten for another pattern, but it's hanging in my mind. I got another piece for it, so I decided to save it, and then look at that. It's perfect, actually. So if anybody has Memory and has like Memory by Picture This Plus and has this pattern and not sure what fabric, they go well. They go well together. So check that out if you are kitting that up, or a mauve color. And if you're a good, if you're an Ada Stitcher, if you go to My Vintage Needle Arts, I almost ordered some fabric from her website. She has a really good mauve like color that I was gonna order for it. So if you're interested, just DM me and I can let you guys send you the link of the one I was eyeballing. If not, don't worry, I got you. Okay, so that's that one. Put it on the floor, and then I kitted up. Next, I kitted up. So these are a lot of my Expo orders because they're like right here in the front. But sorry about glare. So this one, I'm a doof. I ordered this pattern and then I went on to Fabric Fair's website and I literally ordered the fabric, but I ordered the absolute wrong fabric. I don't know where my brain was. One, it's linen and not freaking 8R even weave, and it's a 28 count. I prefer a 32 count, and it's in the wrong color. So I don't know where I was at mentally that day. But yes, I have this. So I ordered the blue and not the aqua. So I'm not sure. It's linen, right? So you already know how I feel about the linen. It's like, ugh. I mean, I could try and I could probably make it work, but I low-key am scared. So I'm thinking about either like saving this fabric, but I'm like, what would I ever stitch on this? Like, or maybe another Christmas pattern. I don't know. Or maybe I'll use it as a giveaway. Because, oh, speaking of giveaways, I'm almost 600 subscribers, and I think that's amazing. So thank you all for like subbing and watching and commenting. But I think I'm gonna do a really big giveaway at 1,000 because I just want to show my appreciation for everybody who's come and like join the Henderson gang. Or Alexis gang. So yeah, so maybe I'll use this as a giveaway. I haven't decided yet. So let me know what you guys think. Should I order the aqua, like dots on aqua, the call for, and not even weave, or just try this out? Just like be a big girl. I mean, 28 count. I love 28 count because it's easy to stitch on. It's like a dream to stitch on. It's like the X's are chef's kiss. But I'm not sure about it being linen. So let me know what you guys think. And then I have all the called for DMC. I don't know. Maybe I should break out my bubble. But then linen gives me a mild heartburn. Who knows? Okay, so let's see what's next. Oh, this one's really cute. So I had bought this off of one of the D-Stash sites on Facebook. Somebody was selling it. I feel like this looks backwards to me, but maybe it doesn't look backwards to everybody. So this is by Heart and Hand, and it's called Moon and Back, and it's one of those long skinny sampler, or not samplers, but little long skinny ones. And I actually have this kitted up with linen. This is before, I bought this a long time ago, and this is before I realized how much I hated linen. So I have this piece of 32 count platinum linen, and then yeah, platinum, because I remember wanting a light color. So that's that, and I'm gonna stitch that on. I'm gonna plan to stitch this on here, and then I have majority of the DMC kitted up in here, but I'm still missing a few. I don't have them in my stash, but like these are the colors. So I'm gonna go in and get those the other DMC, and then I might do this one. I'm comfortable doing on linen because I mean, I will show you guys, I can't show you guys the pattern, but it's like a simple stitch, right? It doesn't have, it's not complicated. Like, it's literally like, where is it? I, and then you gotta count your new L. You get what I'm saying? It's like super simple. I feel like it would be hard for me to really mess this one up. I mean, when the patterns get complicated, out the window. I'm probably gonna jack it up. Okay. So next one is in this really cute green bag. These are Amazon bags. I bought them in colors because I like colors. I like bright stuff. And this one is, oh, this is that new Barbara Anna Witchy Dream Style Secret Stitch Along. I mean, you guys have all like seen it, but I don't have a cover photo for it. So we're gonna just not show you. All I have is the pattern. Okay, but I will try to find a picture. But I'm not gonna be able to insert no picture. I don't even know why I'm trying. But yeah, basically it was the witchy. Oh, maybe I'll just, okay. Don't pressure. Okay, I'll do it. I'll just get on Facebook, Instagram, and go to Barbara Anna's website so you guys can all see, and then I can show you exactly what she looks like. Okay, Barbara Anna Designs. Okay, let's see. Yes, okay. There she is. Okay, guys, you pressured me. I did it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be stitching with this one. And then I have a piece of scrap fabric left over. It's a 28 count Lugana in the color Cottage Stone by Color and Cotton. I had used it for another project. It was a fat quarter. And this is big enough for this piece. And then I have all the call for DMC. So 28 count Lugana on with this lovely lady. Yeah, I haven't even started it. I always tell myself, like, I see a Sal and I'm on it. I'm joining. If it's a Sal, your girl is buying her stuff and joining. But then again, like, starting to actually stitch, that is another question. That is another thing all in itself. So let's see what's next on my list of things I own. Okay, and then this one. Oh, I know it's in this bag. Another Amazon bag. I started putting some tags on these, but the tags don't last, so I just have a really good memory. So this one is Owl Forest. It's called Hummingbird. I'm gonna straighten that. Called Hummingbird. Is Hummingbirds or no Hummingbird by Owl Forest Embroidery. And I hand dyed this little piece of, I think this might be 28 or 30. I think it's a 28 count Lugana. I dyed it myself. I did it the same way I did it for the, well, you guys can't see it, but basically I did the same thing I did for one of my stitching book club styles. I dyed the fabric blue, so I just did the same thing with that. It was already kind of a light blue. I had 2 pieces of it, and I just dumped it in some blue, evening blue red dye. Yeah. And that's what I got for this. Because in the picture, it's like pretty much like, yeah, like blue. Another one was like ice blue and was too light. And I also have the hand-dyed floss from Owl Forest. Oh, sorry, I'm not going to take it out. I don't want to take it out, but the glare isn't terrible. Isn't that pretty? I cannot wait to stitch with this pink and these blues and all of them, actually. So I'm just excited to stitch all of them. I'm excited to stitch that. And I love Owl Forest's patterns because they like are huge. They break it into little pieces so that you have like the ability to like see each section and like cut it out. And like I use my needle minder to hold my pattern that I'm like the section I'm working. I fold my paper all up so I make working copies of everything because I fold and crinkle and just destroy it. So I like love that they send that and you can like make copies and then cut it out and then you can use it while you're like stitching. I can leave it right on my project. I like to have it close so I can really look. Oh, this is another Owl Forest. So Owl Forest released this I think last year. It was a freebie. And I was like, oh, that's really cute. And I was like, I'm totally gonna stitch that. So, and I had some fabric that I was trying to stitch something else on this, but it was like a free pattern from DMC. And I wasn't, oh sorry, I mean a bump. But I wasn't a fan. So I decided that I'm actually gonna just pull most of this out. This is just like the blue pen that you can wash out, or I might just use the back side. And yeah, so it's just like a piece of 16 count natural or raw Aida, and it's for this one. Let me just put it on the back side so it's not distracting. There. Yeah, and then I was making it. I order from Owl Forest all the time, and sometimes I'm like, let me just make this worthwhile, and I just added the hand dyed. I bought the hand dyed floss that went with it. because I was already ordering a ton of stuff. I have a bunch of Alfours. I think this all came in one giant Alfours, like, I don't know, like purchase. And the next is this cute little bag with a little black tack that just came off. See, told you, not worth it. So this is another Autumn Lane stitchery pattern. It's one of the very first patterns I bought when I was like, I'm gonna start cross stitching for real, for real. And it's the Moons Out, Brooms Out pattern. So cute, but I didn't realize how big this pattern was. Aaron and Cassandra are like series with some big patterns. Even their small ones, like the ones that look small, are not small. So do not be fooled. So it calls, I think this one just called for like navy blue Ada, or let me just see. Was it just navy blue? And I was like, I don't want just navy blue. I want something fancy because I'm a fancy lady. And I actually don't know what it's called for. Oh wait, what's this? Doesn't tell you what it's called for actually. Oh, here. Oh, it's suggested fabric is just a dark blue to mimic the sky. So I didn't want anything super basic. So I found fabric. I went on Fabric Flair's website because I love Fabric Flair. And they actually have, like, their Ada is really soft. I found this. How cool is this? It's a 16 count Ada. There we go. Look. How cool is this? I'm like hoping, I think that this pattern will only probably use half of this, so I can save the other half for something else. But it's screen printed, so you know, plain on the back side and then printed on the right side for stitching. But look, how fun is that going to be on there? Boom. Oh yeah. Well, there we go. I should have creased a little. Okay. Boom. Yeah, that's gonna be cute. I'm excited. That's gonna be fun. And then of course I have all of the call for DMC. Just your girls. I stitch with a lot of DMC. I don't do a lot of over dyes or a lot of fancy passes because I mean DMC does well. Does the job. And I love DMC. They have a good color range. Okay, and then this one is in a little purple bag. So this is another piece of fabric I dyed myself. This is my very first like attempt at dyeing. And I did not, like I said, I don't dye often. But when I do, I don't disappoint myself. So I dyed this piece of, this is either 16 count or 14 count Ada. Not sure. But it's just like a gray, mottled gray. And I had purchased a Tiny Modernist pattern. Let's see, I purchased Tiny Modernist 2018 Mystery Stitch Along. I thought it was like, this is when I was first starting out stitching. So I'm like, oh, this might be small enough, like, yeah, where it won't be like overwhelming. So that's that. Really cute. Really, really cute. But I bought this like a year and a half ago and I still haven't started it. But I do that a lot. I buy, don't start. Buy, don't start. And then of course I have the, let me pull the DMC out. Called for DMC because it's gonna look really good. See, with my hand dyed fabric. Boom. So what is that? I don't even know what number we're on. Shame. No shame. No shame in my game. I like to spend. I like to shop. It's like retail therapy for me. I love retail therapy. I just feel world's better after I blow a few dollars. All right, what's next? Okay, you guys, I think I already showed everybody this one, but this one's a recent kit up. It's from Stitches Through the Years. It's a little tiny Quaker and those like mauve colors. And I wanted to switch out the weeks for something different. And then on this 20 count Ada by Be Stitch Me called Not Another Sampler. It's a scrap piece I had from a big, like I think about half. So that. And then I have the Leo and Roxy flosses that I decided I was going to use for it. So let me get the back out so I can show everyone. Okay. Boom. So yeah. Wow. Boom. Yeah, I think it'll look really pretty. So that's in this pink. I'll show you guys this pink bag. And I'm really excited. I'm excited to start all of these. But the question is, when am I going to start all of these? I'm going to be 77 before I start all of these. And then I think this one, I'm actually going to change the pattern for this one. So I had bought, this one's for my black sampler November. And it's with Jacob from Modern Folk Embroidery. I am going to stitch it on this orange limited edition color and cotton fabric with all black DMC. And I had really originally purchased, I did purchase this one to stitch as the all black sampler. But I found another one. I'm gonna go to my Silk app, because Silk is an app for Android, and it works very similar to Pattern Keeper. You can like download the patterns, load them to your Silk app, and then you can just like mark them off like you do Pattern Keeper. But the only caveat to this is that they only have specific designers that work with Silk. So not everybody is like, you cannot have everybody's pattern on the Silk app. So there's like a bunch of designers on there, but it limits you to a certain amount of designers. So let me open up my pattern. So I fell in love with this pattern just recently. It's kind of hard to see because it's called all white. It's called everything in white, which is like, that's just great. So basically it's a sampler. There we go. Okay, we'll get real close. And I just loved it. And I just thought, like, instead of doing all white, we'll just stitch it in all black. So I probably will do that on this instead of the AIO 1844. And that's my plan for that one, for my black stamp for September, because I can stitch, well, they're both my patterns, so I can stitch them whenever I want. But I might do the other Monarch embroidery at another time. So haven't made my mind up completely about that though. So we will see. Okay, so I kitted this up, this next one. Okay, before I get too far ahead, I just kitted this. My seat doesn't feel high enough. Okay, there. Oh yeah, I feel like I was falling real short. I just recently kitted this one up, and I showed everybody this one when I bought it in my haul recently, and it was the Nottingham pattern by Kathy Barrick. So I just kitted this up, and it's ready to get stitched. Do you guys, everybody see how bright this is, right? Like, does it look really bright, or is it just me? Like, does it look like the colors are really bright? Like, or is that just me? Like, be honest. If it's just me, you can tell, girl. I'm okay with that. But when I pulled the DMC, because it's like called for in needlepoint silk, so I was like, oh, I'll just do the DMC, because needlepoint are kind of expensive, and you know, I'm not really like that big of it. So I went online, so I'm like, I'll just do the DMC. So I go to Michael's and I get all the DMC, and I'm like, these are not as bright as I thought. Like, this pink to me looks like bright pink, and I guess that matches. So then I went on, I was like, wait a minute, I'm just tripping. Maybe the needlepoint silk is brighter, and maybe I just need to buy needlepoint silk if I want this bright. But I went on the website to look at the needlepoint silks, and they're actually not as bright as this picture makes them seem. So I'm like, well, then I might as well just stick with the DMC. But I thought the DMC were gonna be brighter, and I think I might do some kind of conversion on some of these colors to make them a little brighter. Like, I want it to be kind of bright and not rainbow, but like, the alphabet is rainbow, right? Like, it's kind of rainbowy, and I just want it kind of bright. So I might do a switch up on the DMC for this one, but I'm stitching it on 20 count Ada, because it's supposed to be called for is 40 count, and the color Boardwalk by Color and Cotton. But you know, like I said, finding Color and Cotton fabric like readily available and what you exactly need, it's like literally impossible. And to me, this looks like it's on white, right? Like, the fabric looks white to me. But when I looked at Boardwalk is like a brown, like a mottled brown. And I was like, well, the whole picture is giving me like, I don't know, just like, it's not what I'm going to go off the picture. So I got me a 20 count Ada opalescent, because I want this to be bright. I want it to be fun. So it's a 20 count Ada opalescent. And I just got a big piece of it. I got to cut the size. So yeah, I want it to be bright. I want it to be bold. I want it to be me. And it's in this cute little bag. I just made this bag. It's inside, and the little charm is like a little locking key. So yeah, I gotta brighten it up. So I might switch some of these colors out. Like, I'll pull my DMCs, and if I can find a brighter shade of each one of these colors, I'll probably do like my own conversion, which is shocking because your girl does not do, like I said, what's called for is what I get. So the fact that I'm even considering doing conversion, hey now, I feel like I'm getting confident. Hey now. Okay, and then this one, I just made this bag. So I'm shaking. So I made me, Julie, and Noah this bag for our Mary Morgan style, because like I said, Lisa Frank inspired. So I came up with this like hot mess rainbow, just like throw up like bright colors, and just happiness. So I made these bag, and it's so cute and plush. I made it really plush. And we all have a different charm. I chose an ice cream cone. And that was really cute. And I gotta send Julie and Noah theirs. You guys have all seen Mary Morgan. I don't want to take out the plastic, but so cute. I'm doing it on the blue Ada that I had showed before. 20 count. Really pretty. And then I started to do floss drops for this, so I'm starting to work on all the bright colors for it. So it's going to be really bright. I'm really excited about this one. I'm excited about this one. I'm putting my hands on this one at the end of the week. So I think Monday is the 1st. Not this Monday, but next Monday is the 1st. I'm stitching this. I'm stitching it. I'm going to try to get Julie and Noah's bags in the mail this week so that way they can have it for the 1st. I know Noah's already started, but he still needs his bag. So my next bag is this one. I made this one a while ago. Cute little charm. Gosh, let's see what's in here. Oh, okay. So this is an Owl Forest embroidery pattern, which I do not have the picture of. So because I ordered it from them directly, and when you order it from them directly, they do not send like a cover photo. So let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Owl Forest. Okay, hold on. 2 seconds, everybody. Don't. I don't want to lose you. Okay, here we go. So it's actually this one. Here we go. Owl Forest Princess Frog. That's what's in here. And I haven't decided. So this is the fabric that the kit came with. This is a linen. And then I got this as one of my fabrics of the month from Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers. It's called Aloe on My Heart. Aloe from the Other Side. So I was thinking like I'll switch out this one for this one because it's an Ada, it's an 18 count Ada, and this is a 32 count linen. I'm like, ooh, tell me which one. I will be brave and try the linen. If you all think that the linen is the better color, I will give it a go. Look at me just breaking into the linen world like a freaking pro. Like just let me know. Should I go with the aloe on the other side or the call for linen? Let me show you guys. Let me show you the floss. That way everybody can make an informed decision. Okay, hold on. It's kind of hard to see these flosses. I probably opened it all up and made it janky. Totally opened it up and made it janky. Okay, here we go. Okay, so here are the flosses. Still janky. All right, just sorry guys for the crinkle. Okay, here we go. Here are the flosses. So, aloe from the other side for my linen, the linen. You guys, you all can tell me what you think will look better. And I'm excited to stitch that one too. Like I said, I'm excited to stitch them all. Oh, and came with the needle minders. I got 2 of them. I'm excited for that one. We're not done yet. We're not done. We're not close to being done. No, ma'am. Okay. Next bag I made. Super cute. Love it. Little blue charm. What's in this one? Oh, this is a Hello from Liz Matthews pattern. Okay. You guys all know I love Hello from Liz Matthews. So this one is Home in My... Oh, I don't have a black and white cover photo for this. But I think you all have seen this one. My Home in the Garden by Hello from Liz Matthews. Is it Matthews? Yeah, Matthews. And I'm stitching it on... I have this really pretty piece of like neutrally colored fabric. It's got like a little hint of dirt on it. But it's a 32 count. Is it a 32 count? It's definitely a 32 count, but it's a, don't know the name of it because I think I took it off. Oh, here it is. It's a 32 count. It's called Lunar Witch by Live and Die LA. And it's a Lugana. And I'm going to stitch that on that with the called for DMC. I know they'd love to do needlepoint silks, but I'm going to do the DMC because I think it'll look really pretty too. It's like perfect. So that's that one. And I'm excited to start all of these. I'm excited to start this. I'm excited to start. I'm going to start it. I can't wait to start it. I say that about all 31 things I have kitted up. No judgments. All the judgment. I can feel it. All right. So next one I have is in this cute little bag I made. And it has, I think it has a similar charm as the other ones. And let's see what's inside of this one. Oh, this one is Dreaming Frito by Barbara Anna. I don't have a big picture of it, so I'll just try to, there we are. Isn't that cute? I love her. I love Barbara Anna. You guys know I love me some Barbara Anna. That's my girl. And I ordered a piece of this linen. Lord, what was I thinking? Anyway, linen, vintage country mocha. Well, this will probably get switched out because I am taking on too many linen projects. And this cute little Frito needle minder I ordered, but like vintage country mocha with the called for DMC. Very pretty colors. So I probably will switch this one out because it's another piece of linen. I'm not taking on all these linen. You guys are just asking for me to be a hot mess. I'll be on Instagram crying about my work. Okay, what's next? This next one is in his bag here. Super cute. And let's see what's in this one. This one is another Hello from Liz Matthews. Okay, I ordered this one from her March release from Expo. Not Expo. Yeah, Needlework Expo. And it was the Dutch Sampler Collection. And I was planning on just stitching this one, but I think I'm going to just stitch this one. Because I'm like, this is huge. And I'm like, I'm not going to stitch all of that. So I kitted up a piece of fabric for it. This is another piece of neutral. I think this is from... Oh, this piece of fabric is actually from... It's my first piece of fabric from Fortnite Fabrics. Yes. Fortnite Fabrics sent me this. I do not remember the name of it, though. Fortnite Fabric. It's my very first piece I've ever ordered from them. And it's beautiful. And I'm pretty sure it's a 32 count. Yeah, 32 count Lugana. If I can remember the name, I will, if you're interested, I can look it up. If you're interested in this colorway, but it's really pretty. It's got like slight modeling. It's beautiful. And I'm going to stitch this, of course, with the called for, oh wait, do I have a picture? Oh, here. Oh, here it is. Ah, it's called Sandy Bottom. 140, yeah, Sandy Bottom by Fortnite Fabrics. And then, of course, I have the called for DMC colors. It's going to look amazing on here. Beautiful. I'm excited to stitch this. This is gonna be my theme song or my motto for the night. I'm excited to stitch this because I say that about everything, and we're not done yet. Okay, what's next? This one is in this really cute little bag I made with a little flower. My inside. Small flower roses. This is actually my very first Russian pattern I've ever ordered. Not Russian pattern, but like one that has all that back stitch is crazy. She's it's a brown mermaid. With a sea kitty. Just can't even. How cute. And it's by, let me read this backwards. Little Room in the Attic. And I will tag her on Instagram and on, I think she's on Instagram. Look how cute that is. And I'm going to stitch this one on some brandy fabric. This is brandy fabric. Yeah, Be Stitch Me. It's called Escape 28 count Lugana. Look how cute. Right? Right. I know. I'm excited to stitch that. I'm going to just try my best not to say that. Call for DMC. Super bright. And even calls for a few Krynics that I got. It calls for a gold, a teal, a silver, a purple, and like a blue color. So yeah, I'm excited for all of these. Boom. It's hard. I got little fingers. Let's see. Nope. All right. All fails. All fails. All right. So let me get that back in there. Oh, come on. That bag is full. Oh gosh. Okay. Reaching down. Got him. All right. We're almost to the end. We're 40 minutes in, 48 minutes in, and I probably have only 14 more. Only 14 more. Okay, so the next one I have is in this pretty bag. Oh, my lighting is I'm getting kind of shiny. All right, let me back up a little bit. Okay, in this pretty bag. And what's in here? Oh, it's a Hands Across the Sea sampler. I bought Where Flowers Bloom by Hands Across the Sea. I saw not Liz Matthews, Elizabeth Ann stitching this, and I was like, gotta buy it. Gotta buy it. So pretty. And I'm going to stitch it on, this is not linen. Hallelujah. This is a 32 count mushroom, no, 28 count mushroom Lugana. Yes. Pretty. With the called for DMC. Now this is a good color palette. I like this color palette. Isn't that pretty? on that mushroom Lugana. It's gonna be so pretty. So that's in that bag. I need to get to stitching some of these. I mean, I have 21 whips, and I'm over here with 30-ish, like, kitted things. It's ridiculous. But I enjoy it, so I do it. Okay, and then this bag. It's really cute bag. I made this one of these. I used this fabric during when I was doing bags for Stitch Asia, and I was doing giveaways, and I made this one of my very first bags, but it was really badly made, so I just kept it for myself because you can't give away this kind of bad. Okay, so in here we have Sakura by Autumn Lane Stitchery. She's a geisha, and I love geishas. I think they're just so beautiful. And it's so pretty. And it's actually called, the call for fabric for this one is 32 count memory, which I showed you guys before, that I pulled, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna use it for something else, because I got this a really adorable fabric from Fabric Flare that I was like, I want to use it. It's hard to see this and like to really explain how pretty this is in person, because it's a pink color with gold opalescence. Oh, can you guys? Yes. Oh, you guys, it's kind of showing up. Oh, it's gold opalescence, not pink, not silver, but gold. And I was like, this, yes, this for Sakura. Yep. And then I have all the call for DMC. I had already, like, I was ready to start this. I've got even a little needle minder that I ordered. It's a little fan. And then here's some of the color palettes for her. She's really pretty. And then there's another ring in here because I didn't have a ring big enough for all of them. But yeah. Well, look at that. Oh, she's going to be just like divine. Just like eat that right up. Eat your heart out. Yes. With my little needle minder. And this needle minder is from Caffeinated Cat Crafts on Etsy, just in case anybody's interested. Let me just get you guys can actually see it. It's a little fan, Japanese fan. And then it calls for some petite treasure braids, which I do have those as well. I mean, I'm not sure if you guys are interested in them, but it calls for 2 different golds. Okay. Let me put all that back in there. And then I showed you guys this next one already. I showed you it when I bought it. It is this one from, I finally got a strawberry charm on there. But it is... what was that? I don't know what that was. Strawberry Fields Forever by Blackbird Designs. And with the, I think I'm doing DMC. No, I'm doing over dyes. I have all the over dyes for this one. I have all the colors. I think I just need one more skein of Garden Gate for this, but I'm not in a rush for that. I will, when I start it, I'll freak out. But until I start it, I won't freak out. So yeah, that's really cute. And I'm going to stitch it on a piece of, I think this is Old West by Color and Cotton. No, it's Age Paper by Color and Cotton. It's part of my fabric of the month. I get Color and Cotton every month. I get a piece of fabric every month. 32 count Lugana. And that's what's in that bag. And I showed you guys this one too. This is the Hoodoo Voodoo one I want to start next weekend, or this coming weekend, by the Primitive Needle. So my working copies in here, because I keep those kind of patterns like locked up. So I got locked up, but just away so I don't spill anything on them, because I do that. I spill wine. I drink wine while I stitch, so it's just not a good idea for me to have like the original copy like around when I'm trying to stitch. So yeah, Hoodoo Voodoo by the Primitive Needle. Super cute. And it's on 18 count shale. I think it's Picture This Plus, right? Yeah, Picture This Plus shale. Shale. Looks gray today, which is nice. Sometimes it looks purple, sometimes it looks gray. It's kind of wrinkly because it's been shoved in this bag. And then I have the called for Weeks Dye Works floss for this one. So that's that one. And I'm going to start that one on Friday. It's going to be my Halloween start. And then, what's next? This one is another bag I had created for Stitch Asia. I found this. Look how pretty this is. I found that. That was perfect. I don't know what's in here. Let's see. In here, oh, this is a tiny, not tiny Monarch. It is a Cherry Hill Stitchery pattern. It's a fall pattern. Super cute. And so Cherry Hill is known for like, you know, a mixture of DMC and over dyes. I have this one kitted up like with the over dyes and the DMC. So it calls for 4 weeks and 3 DMCs. Okay, so these are the weeks, except for like you see the white. There it is. And then these are the 3 DMC colors. And I have it kitted up with linen. Just, I don't know what, 28 count generic like neutral linen. Where do I get all this linen? Like, where do I, like, does it just magically show up at my front door? Because I feel like I don't ever order this stuff, so I'm like a little perturbed. I'm where do I keep getting all this dang linen? I have a problem. Don't even know what I'd be buying. Okay, and then my next one has 2 little projects kitted up in it because they're small, they're tiny. This is my oh, I bumped you, sorry. One of my very first bags, and technically this is backwards, like the zipper, I put the zipper in wrong, so super cute. Pineapple. Listen here. Okay, I've got 2 patterns in here. I've got I'll Be There by Puntini, and it comes with these 2 little buttons. Let me open this up. Pretty cool. Sorry. Okay, so I did my own conversion for this one. So, because it calls for Romney's Creations threads or DMC, but I'm trying to use up my Classic Colorworks collection. So I went and looked at the DMC. I converted the DMC conversion to a Classic Colorworks conversion. So here's the colors that I came up with based off the DMC. This one's probably not as bright as the what the DMC. It's supposed to be DMC 729, which I think is a little bit brighter, but it's like dang near close, right? So super cute. And I'm using another piece of scrap linen. I'm using the other piece from this little pillow because I had just another little scrap. It's just big enough. Will leave me like 1 inch, 2 inches on each side, and it's gonna be really cute. And then these are little buttons that go with it. Let's see. There we go. Super cute. And I bought that as a kit. Like I bought the button in the, like the buttons came with the kit or the pattern. And then next I have in here is another Cherry Hill. So I've already stitched one of these. I stitched this little one already. I haven't finished it yet, but I want to stitch this one too. So I had the fact that when you buy like this pattern, you have enough thread to do all 3. So I have the same thread that I used from this one. So I'm gonna do this one, the Queen Bee one. And I have a little piece of scrap fabric. So it's a 28 count mushroom Lugana. It might even be platinum. It might be platinum. I'm not sure. It's either mushroom or platinum, but I'm not sure. And then here are here's the floss, like the leftover flosses from my other one. We've got some classic color. I don't know why it's so long, but classic Colorworks spinach, red clay, and then we've got DMC 746, Weeks Dye Works Stepping Stone, Weeks Dye Works Whiskey, and DMC 433. And then I don't know what I did to this skein, but Classic Colorworks, I have, what is this one? Manor Red. And that's what's going to be enough to stitch that second queen pattern. And they are both in this bag. I'm going to put that in here. And zip that up. Alright, what's next? Okay. Next is this bag. Super cute. A little purple charm. And in here is, let's find out. It's like a mystery. Oh, Barbariana. Of course it's Barbariana. It's Dreaming of Clement. Is it Klimt? And she's so pretty. I was like, I have to stitch her. And I decided to stitch her on a purple fabric instead of like a neutral fabric. So I was like, yeah, I want it on a purple. So this is 32 count Cobbler by Bee Stitch Me. I think she'll look really pretty on that. Gorge. Absolutely gorge. And I'm stitching it with the called for DMCs. And there's a call for DMCs. And I'm excited to stitch that. I'm gonna stop saying that because if I keep saying that, it's gonna get old. If it hasn't already gotten old. It's probably old. Alright, let's see. What's next? Okay, so this one's actually a new one. I have a moth bag. I feel like I'm bumping every time I turn around. Okay. So I just kitted up in this moth bag, Moths and Moons by Tiny Modernist. It's one of my expo hauls. So Moth and Moon. And I'm stitching it on a 16 count French Country Aida, or just a neutral Aida. It's pretty. And then I have all the called for DMC. Nice and bright. It's going to be really pretty. I'm excited about that one. And I just happen to have this moth bag that I had already made. I don't remember I got this fabric. I remember it was a clearance fabric. And I was like, why not? And then it's got like this cute, like sparkly inside. So I was like, yeah, that'll work. That'll do. And I was like, perfect. Moss with moss. Moss with moss. Tongue twister. Moss with moss. Okay, what's next? Okay, we're down to the last couple. So this one I just made. It was a little cute. It was one of my very first project bags when I was really just trying to get better at it with a little rainbow charm. And in here, what is in here? What is this? Oh, this is Garden of Dreams by Barbara Anna. I don't have a, darn. Let me go. Let's do this again. Let's see if I can find it on her Instagram. Yes, okay. Garden of Dreams by Barbara Anna. Perfect. And I have a piece of hand-dyed 8 of myself. I dyed 8 of myself. It's just a piece of 16 count or 14 count. I think it's probably a 16 count because I'm pretty good about only, and it's just like a neutral. I dyed myself. I was really proud of this too. Neutral color. But I might change the fabric on this one. I've got some new cool fabrics in scents and all the call for DMC. I've gotten some new fabrics in since I kitted this up, so I'm thinking maybe I'll switch it up. But I'm like, that's actually not half bad dyed fabric. It's actually not bad for a neutral. Yeah, it's got a little bit of modeling on it. Like I said, I don't do it often, but when I do it, I do not disappoint myself. I be like, okay, girl, I see you. See you. I see you out here. And this one is in this adorable bag when there are 9. And I made this bag right after the death of Ruth Gator Ginsburg. Bader Ginsburg? Yeah. And inside is my very first Long Dog sampler. I bought, what is this called? Live and Let Live by Long Dog. That was really pretty. It was bright. So pretty. And then I'm going to stitch it on a piece of 20 count Ada and like off-white, not stark white, just like a vintage white. And with the called for, all the call for, I even found pink azalea. I have all the colors. There's not one missing. I hunted these down. I had to go to a stop. I went to a stop in California. A shop in California. And it was like a little tiny needlework shop. Like it was like up north somewhere, and they happened to have a lot of these colors, like old dye lots, but they had a lot of them. And I was able to find the last couple, which is pumpkin pie, recently from Cobweb Corner. I think Cobweb Corner was one who had this last piece of like pumpkin pie by Gertrude. And I found a 10-yard skein, which I needed 2 skeins. So, and then I got 2 skeins of pink azalea, which was almost impossible to find. And I was really excited. So that's that one. You guys, everybody knows I'm always on the hunt for the right general arts threads, because I won't start it if I don't have it. If I don't have it, I won't start it because I need what's called for. All right, what's next? Oh my, really adorable. Oops, sorry, me to move you. Donut bag with a really cute donut charm. It's got frosting on it. I don't know what's in here. Oh, I remember what's in here. So I really fell in love with this pattern, and I was gonna like start it instantly, but I didn't. Of course I didn't. It's the Grimm's Tales Stitch Along. I have a picture of it. Grimm's Fairy Tales. I'll give you. I have just like a piece, some part of the cover art. I think a lot of people have already stitched this, but I really need to stitch this. It was a stitch along they had a couple years ago, and I thought it was the cutest thing I've ever seen. So I was like, I'm gonna stitch it. I downloaded all the parts. I have not stitched it yet. I have all the call for DMC, and then I even have the call for Weeks Dye Works pink colors. And I'm gonna stitch it on. This is such a cute fabric. I found this fabric and I was like, it's a 16 count Ada. Ooh, I think I get the name for you. Let me see. I don't have the name. Oh, I can't think of the name. If I can think of the name, if you guys are interested, let me know. Because I love this fabric. How cute. It's so soft. I think it's Picture This Plus. So it's like super duper soft. And the hook just so like fairy tale and whimsical. I got it cut to size. And I just literally like how it's perfect. It's absolutely perfection. So that's that one. And okay. Put this back. I'm gonna start that actually. I need to start this one. That one's been on my mind. So I feel like when something's on your mind, you should start it. You should stitch it. You should do it. Yeah. I only got 2 more left. 2 more. And there's a couple other things that are around here that I have not in bags, not fully kitted. I have a couple Alforus that are coming in, or the turtle one from Alforus, the new turtle release. I have the PDF, but I don't have the threads yet. That's coming. And then I have the honey one around here somewhere. I think it's in my car. So I wasn't going to go out to my car to grab that. But that's I have the full kit. I bought the kit. And the next one is just a little floral bag. And then inside is my very first Nora core book that I ever purchased. And sorry, I'm shaking, you guys. Does this have a name? Yeah, Glittering Leaves. Thought it would be really cute, really easy to try, like for my very first Nora Corbett, or what I thought was like Mirabilia, but I know they're kind of different. And I have her fully kitted up with Vintage Country Mocha in the color. This is a 32 count even weave. This is an even weave because I had the shop that I purchased it from kitted up for me, and they did the call for DMC, and then the 2 Carolyn water lilies that go with it, and then there's also the 1 little set of beads. Super simple start. If you're like haven't jumped into, I feel like this one's a good way to like dip your toes in, because I was scared, and I'm not, but I've already started like Andromeda, so I guess I wasn't that scared. And that's one I made. Just like, to me, I thought of coffee when I saw this fabric, so I bought this for a coffee pattern from Alforus Embroidery, and we got this cute little coffee cup charm. And let's see what's inside. Okay, so these flosses are everywhere because I think I took it all apart. Well, okay, here's the sampler, or the stitch by Alforus, and I'm stitching this on a Color and Cotton April fabric of the month, and it was called, this one I have a needle miner. It says first I drink the coffee and then I do the things. So that's really cute. And this is called Succulent by Color and Cotton. Succulent. And to 32 count. And these are all of the call for kind of, it's a hot mess. I took it all out. I don't know what I was thinking. Here you go. So here's some of them. Hold that up. And then let me grab the rest. I think I'm getting hungry. It's almost dinner time for me. I am actually getting hungry. I have not decided what I'm going to eat for dinner, though. I'll leave that to the wife. Make her make the choice. That way I don't have to. Okay. So these are kind of out of order, but let me use my last pattern so let you guys all go. Okay. That I did. Oh, just one more. Found it. Okay, and these are the last colors. Oh, goodness gracious. Boom. Okay. Yep. So, and that's going to be on the succulent fabric. Perfect. That's it. That's all I have right now. That'll change. I'm still working on kitting up a few more things, which is why I didn't show them to you today. I love to kit. It's my favorite thing to do besides stitch. I think shopping is just like an addiction for me. But at least it's cross stitch and not other stuff, right? So, yeah, that's it. That's all I got. That's all your girl got. Kits and a few whips and a really adorable finish with handmade pins. If you want a tutorial on how to make these pins, I'm not gonna make a video of it because it's dumb, but just DM me and I'll tell you exactly how I make these pins and where to get these little like cheapy pens from Amazon, because they're like literally like I have like 100 of them for like $5. So if you're a person who likes pins, hit me up, hit your girl up. Other than that, guys, that's it. That's all I got. Thank you so much for taking your time to watch this hour and 8-minute video of me just showing you all the things I have purchased. I am going to be back in 2 weeks with a normal Flosstube update. Yeah, I think I've done all the major events. So I won't do another kit parade unless I do another 30 kitted items where I have 60 to show you. We won't be doing another one for a while. And then no more whip parades for a while. I'm still on the same 20-ish whips. Yeah, if you guys know how to get a hold of me, if you need anything, if you guys want to reach out, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook. Well, my Facebook's kind of lame. You don't want to follow me on Facebook. Instagram for sure though. So follow me on Instagram, comment below, say hi. I love stitchy friends, but before I draw this on, let's say goodbye with a sip of wine. Bye.